Hey guys, it's Sam here, and today we are going to be showing you how to use your fancy vStaff HRMS, which stands for Human Resource Management System. Okay, so you are watching this because you have joined Pentrac Itron, or maybe you just want to refresh your course, and that's fine. So firstly, welcome, and let's get started. So first things first, you will need a link to your vStaff system. All right, so you should receive that in your email. Right? If not, please contact your friendly Pentrac Itron HR person, and they will get that for you. Okay, so let's move along. So once you sign in to the link, you will see this page. This is the login page. Okay, so go ahead and pop in your ID and password, which will most likely be a Pentrac Itron email address, and a password which will come to you in a separate email. All right, and then you go and hit login. Okay, now if you're having trouble logging in, or it's telling you that you have the wrong password, you can always try forget password, okay, to reset. All right, but of course you'll need access to your email so that you can receive your new password. All right, so once you log in, you may see this. If you're logging in for the first time, it will ask you to change your password. Okay, so go ahead and come up with a new password. Do note that your password must be at least 8 characters with an uppercase and at least one alphanumeric, which means an alphabet or a number. Okay, and the system will suggest how strong your password is. Okay, but definitely if you meet this criteria, it should be good. Okay, so go ahead and hit save. All right, so once you change your password, this is what you will see. This is the vStaff dashboard. Okay, so it will tell you welcome, have a date, and we have all the latest company news. You can click on it to read. Okay, all right, and up here we have your details. Okay, you can change your password, you can sign out, and you can check out the calendar. Okay, just to see when the public holidays are. Okay, all right, and then any notifications will appear here, so you just click on them to see. Okay, none for now. All right, so let's go through these items here. Okay, so you may not have all of these, but you should at least have these 3 here. Okay, so the first one is employee. Okay, so if you ever run into any issues, the very first one you can go to is HR help desk. Okay, so you can fill out a little message and you can send it to our friendly HR, and they will respond, hopefully. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they'll get to you at some point. Okay, so now another big one that you would want to have a check every month is your payslip. Okay, so now you can access your payslip online anytime you want. Okay, so just click on payslip and it'll take you to this page, your salary history, yours, not mine. Okay, so here you will see all your details. These are fake, obviously, but yes, please make sure it is you, it is correct. All right, and then you can click on the period to get the month. Unfortunately, this account doesn't have any salary. Sad face. Okay, and then you can click on these just to see, the year to date or cumulative, which means the total from when you started until the present. Okay. All right, and then for those that have been, with Pentrac Itron for more than a year, you will have access to your EA forms for income tax purposes. Okay, let's move along. So payslip is payslip. So the payday is on every last day of the month, so the 30th or the 31st. Okay, so you can check then to make sure that the numbers match up. Okay, next up is of course leave. Okay, so you can click on my leave to check how much leave you have. All right, so this is the main one, your leave entitlement. Okay, so these are how many days you have. Okay, and then down here you can see all the leave that you've taken and applied for so far. Okay, so if it says pending, it means it hasn't been approved yet, but don't worry, you can still cancel it if you want. All right, but apart from that, you can't really change it after you've sent it out. Okay, so all the details will be here. All right, and if you want to apply for leave, so it looks like this account's got 12 days. Let's try and apply for leave. Okay, so it looks something like this. All right, so it'll tell you again your leave balance, but down here will be a form. Okay, so you can go through and it's relatively self-explanatory, but you can apply for a half day, full day, and you can choose the type. Okay, so here you can see all the different types of leave. So this may not be all of them, because this account has annual leave. So if you don't have annual leave, then you will see one called advance. Means you can take your annual leave in advance. Okay, so the advance leave is 1 day of advance leave per month. Okay, and of course pending your supervisor's approval. All right, and then you go ahead and just pick out the dates. So say you want to take 23rd to the 24th. Okay, you'll see it will calculate it for you. All right, and then you put in some remarks. All right, in this case, just gonna put test 1 2. Okay, and you hit preview, and it will ask you to double check. Okay, these are the details. It's correct. You can go ahead and apply, because as soon as you hit this apply leave button, it will send out a notification to your supervisor. Okay, and to HR as well. All right, so you want to double check that to make sure everything is good. All right, then you can hit that apply, and then it will go through and you will see it like this. It will appear. All right, next up we have the timesheet. Okay, so for those of you who have to do a little clock in and clock out, this is the timesheet. Okay, so these are your records. This is for the year. Okay, so the timesheet cutoff is on the 24th of every month, except for February and December, because we gotta run a little bit earlier. Okay, so remember to submit your timesheets and your OT by the 24th of every month, so that your admin and HR folk have time to process and run your payroll on time, right? So you get your money. All right, so for every month, what you need to do is you need to create that timesheet. Okay, so for that time period, I'll create this one. So this is overtime. This is your regular timesheet. Okay, go ahead and click create. All right, and there you go. You have a timesheet. Okay, so you can fill these out manually just by clicking edit. Okay, you can fill out time. So if I work from say 9 to 6, all right, and you have 1 hour break. Okay, you can just click save. Right, it'll ask you for confirmation. You go yes. Give it a moment. There you go. All right, and then for those days where you're not working, even for the weekends, you just go ahead and set as non-working day. Okay, makes sense. All right, and if you ever need to change it, you can go ahead and reset. All right, simple as that. All right, and what you can do is you can also use this option here to select all of the days and apply it all at once. Okay, and just click edit, select it up here to apply all of it. Okay, so what happens if you use this feature, then you will not be able to use the clock in clock out feature, right? Because what this clock in clock out does is it syncs with the in and out times. All right, so let's have a look at that. Let's check out your clock in clock out. Okay, so it looks something like this. So it will tell you your location. It's just got a little GPS here. All right, so make sure this is right, because sometimes GPS is not perfect, especially here in Malaysia. So you give it some allowance. If it's not correct, just simply refresh the page. But if it is, go ahead and hit the clock in button. Okay, so you need to enable your geolocation just so it can save that location whenever you clock in and out. Okay, so as soon as I clock in, it will confirm. All right, just hit OK. So once I clock in, I cannot clock back out. Sorry, I mean I can't clock in again, but I can clock out. Okay, now thinking about it. All right, so we won't worry too much about the others. So the very last section I have to cover is the documentation section. All right, so there's company policies, handbooks, and panel doctor list. All right, so let's go and have a look at the handbook. All right, so this is what the handbook looks like. It's got all basics. You just click on it. All right, and there you go. All right, benefits. All right, it'll tell you all you need to know. Everything is in here. Everything we've covered in the orientation. Right? Okay. So you don't need to memorize it. You can always go back here and have a look. And next up is if you need to access any forms, just click on forms. and all the forms will be here. Okay, so these are the special forms that you may need to fill out manually. All right, so what you can do is click on the download here to download it to your computer, or you can click on email to email it to your account. Okay. All right, last is the panel doctors. All right, so if you want to find your nearest panel doctor, what you can do is you just click on the state, and the little list will come out in a pop-up. Okay, and you just check it out. Okay. All right. So do note that the opening hours may have changed, but there's a little number there, so we would advise calling them ahead of time to make an appointment. Okay. All right, and I think that about covers it. You can always check out the company news, like I mentioned. Have a read of our latest memos and policies, like our referral program. All right, and that's all. Thanks for tuning in. This is Sam, and hope you have a good time at Pentrac iTron. All right, and so again, if you have any issues, do contact our friendly HR help desk. You can also email us at hr@pentrac-itron.com. That's hr@pentrac-itron.com. Okay, or you can always just write us in here. All right, hope you found this informative, and I will leave you with that. Thank you very much. Have a good one.